Accept yourself. It's a tough world. Realize where you're at. Stop shooting for the moon if you're already on it. Yeah, you might be on the moon and have to build some stuff. It might not be what you pictured. But have patience, love and faith, gratitude in your heart, and everything will come. A lot people don't realize how fucking great they have it. What some of us get to go through to get to be who we are. Yeah, I gotta go through everything I got. It's what I had to do. Fortunately, I was the alphabet of brain symptoms that I never got diagnosed as a child. I gotta learn. Life's way. But luckily, I had a man as a dad. And even with all my issues, I seen what to be. Thank you, Dad. Miss you. His birthday's later this month. Died when Alyssa was born here. Brother died a week before she was born. 2 weeks. Gun violence. Like I said, so many people have it so great, and yet they can't have gratitude, even fake it. You know, I've had shit my entire life, and I've had real gratitude. I don't understand. That's why, like, forgiveness. I forgive. Toughest one to forgive is entitlement. Entitlement needs to be smothered out. Nobody's entitled to anything. You gotta fucking work for it. Earn it. Take care of your fucking people. Pardon my French, guys. It's emotional day. Had a lot of clarity. Had a great life. Got it great now. Could lose it all. Who knows? They're coming at me from just family though for some fucking reason. Get all your info from an 80-year-old. Yeah, not a very good detective. That's your only source. I'm sure your life's hell. Mine's pretty great. And I stay on camera. That's the main reason I'm always out here. And then even out there, the doorbell cameras everywhere, guys. And when you live the red collar life, you learn where they're all at. You give it up. You don't want to be on them, but I guess if it's time, it's time. And if you're meant to be, you're meant to be. So, heart feels a little better. Had to get that out. Rock on, y'all. Have a great day. Stay tuned. I'll let you in. That's why I'm doing it, right? We'll work on some cars, build some stuff, and tell you some stories. See if they're real or not. They don't sound real. Promise you. Not many people get a UTA bus felony stopped. I did. Adventure. I'm a Viking. I pillaged. I plundered. I took what I wanted when I wanted. That was the life I thought, that's all I knew. Straight A's in fourth grade because there was a $50 reward. Got $2 an A normally and like a buck a B, 50 cents a C, nothing for D's. If you got straight A's, you got $50. That was the reward my dad put on it. When I go for something, I go all the way. Always been like that. Even in elementary. Whatever's autism, ADHD, whatever it is up there. I follow this now. That's why I'm doing so great. I know I'm great. My brain gets confused. It's just confusion. The Lord didn't mean to do that, or he did. You know, it gives me intense focus, I can picture my truck blowing apart in 1,000 pieces. Same with this toolbox, same with that computer. I mean, microchips. I've soldered freaking motherboards. Built RC servos. Dropped off porta potties. Climbed towers with a grease gun in my hand. You do whatever you have to do to get through life. Whatever's out there for you, it's out there. Just follow your heart. I didn't make any wrong choices after the joint. After I got out, after my release, it's been a long journey to get here. 2011 to now. Got out. First Step House. Graduated. DORA funding. Had no home, homeless. Parents had no home, no family. I was married, but wasn't welcome. I was bad. And PO said, you got unlimited funding. What does that mean? More training? Yeah, this place called Odyssey House. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that place it's a program just like all the rest. Now that I'm an adult and I look back at it, I stayed there exactly as long as I was meant to, 6 weeks. It was supposed to be I got in trouble at First Step House after I graduated, was waiting for transitional housing, and supposed to be at Odyssey House till my transitional. I wasn't welcome back in the house because they thought, if you haven't noticed by now, I get excited. I have the biggest heart in the world, and I don't mean harm to anybody. Always done my best to not hurt anybody, especially physically. Mentally, oh no, I'd tear you apart. You're gonna meet inside of my brain. Back in the day, it didn't matter. I won. I lost, actually, but anyway, Odyssey House, doing the program. They let me in, and I didn't have to start at the bottom because I just graduated First Step House. I wasn't out in jail like everybody else. So it was good. But you only with priority like that, snitch place like that. Kind of like here, white privilege. It's like I was getting trained, early training, early white privilege training, like I'm getting now. Uh, I'm finally living white privilege. But anyway, met my counselor the first time. Went great enough. Told her most of it. I'm an open book. I'm gonna do my best not to tell everybody here because I get judged everywhere in my life. I lost my city career over it. Being too honest. Here's what it is though. Lost the career and a bunch of weight right at the exact same time my father-in-law got sick and all but died. And I'd been a caregiver once before. It's just what I do. I'm first aid trained, CPR trained. City. Being lowly educated like I was. My biggest regret is education. So any training I can ever get, I take. Especially free. Get paid to do it. Let's get paid to learn. School would have been like that, I might have stayed. But authority issues, and I didn't have learning issues as straight A's in 4th grade. I can learn. Mine is my dad was a badass. It was nobody but him that I was listening to. And I barely listened to him. Anyway, back to Odyssey House. Month goes by, I meet with her a second time. Just a quick one. I was supposed to be in there 30 days. Have you called First Step House, seen in my transitional? Yeah, we did. They're still waiting. No call back, no spot. Turns out they never even called. All they seen was a capital D capital O, capital R, capital A. Dora Funding. Best funding you can have for an addict wanting recovery that you don't have to pay for. It was all paid for by the state, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was in treatment for 3 years. The entire time I was on parole. Yeah, I left the leash on. It's even when I know what don't work, it still scares the shit out of me. I've been there. It didn't work. Having that leash, I saved $100 on my fines. The entire 3 years. Finally, my PO just said, "Nope, you're done. And you're early terminated me like 6 months early." So I'm not waiting for you to pay it. I can see what you're doing. It's a leash, right? I'm like, yeah. But I had a leash at the time. I was getting random. Clear one. Or I had a chance getting random. I don't think I ever got random. I don't know. Steve got drug tested a couple times. What's up, buddy? Homie? Hope you see these. If you do, hit me up, brother. Steven Gutierrez. Esteban. Realest motherfuckers ever. It's a couple. Skipper. Dustin. I know very few real men. A lot of great people out there. But then there's other levels of people. Like me, I got addicted to being of service. And I literally all but went into bankruptcy. Being of service to a family I wasn't even really part of, technically. But that's later the story. That's current. We'll get there eventually. Anyway, so it says no, they're not. No call. 2 weeks later, go in, meet with her, and that's how you know it's good. Because actually, this just happened to me in a family meeting. If the family meeting starts and they got a folder and envelope, papers in there, stacking them, it's a special type of person. It's a person that's out for them, out for their company, out for their family. I'm not gonna say the words I don't like the label, but show me both sexes. They're horrible people. I was one. But anyway, stacks it all up. After review of your case, we feel you need a far more intense treatment regimen. So we have emailed the judge. I was already done then. Checked out. We'd already emailed the judge and your parole officer. We're going to recommend you finish this program. Which one of my funding? My life is kind of like whatever's in here. It's kind of like I'm a movie star. I see this as a giant movie that somebody else is watching. All around me. Not the camera right here. You guys are watching. Always have. Good Lord, I guess. He's watching me. And he's got my back. I'm one of his favorite shows, I promise you. That's why he kept me alive. Kind of like Supernatural. I was raised by TV, movies. 90s. I had Guardians. But, no, I stood up. Asked if I could shake her hand. Said, why? Said, well, because I'm leaving. I'm here on my free will. I'm not ordered here. And I'm going to leave before I'm ordered here. So you have a great day. I don't need the transitional housing. I'm going to walk down to my PO. I'll go to jail. I'll go take my, I think it was 7 years. 7 years would have been better. No, 18 months is what I think I had a 7-year sentence or something, but 18 months is what I would have served. That's what I had over my head. It could have been reverted back and all that crap if I like messed up, but I said, nope. I ain't hanging out in this snitch factory for another year. I will go to jail where I can play pinochle, drink coffee, hustle, be me. Jail is easy. You ever want a break? Just go commit some crimes. It's me time. I learned to read in there. I found me. I learned a lot of hustles. Old timer Rick took me under his wing. But yeah, so I walked out her office. straight upstairs in the no-go zone during the day because we're all working. And literally like a hobo, grabbed a broom, stole a broom, took the broom end off, grabbed my sheet, tied it around the end, threw my suit, all my clothes, in a giant, probably 3 foot by 3 foot ball, tied it on the end of that fucking broomstick, walked out the east side Salt Lake and down to, I think it's like 3rd West and 9th South. Turned myself in. PO didn't throw me in jail. Said, you got till Monday to get a job. Or something like that. I had no time to get a job. And then I hit up family, and that's where my beautiful aunt came in, Donna. Got me a job at Quikrete as a PM maintenance tech, where I learned to use cutting torches and weld and grease. And wasn't there very long. I think I was there 6 months, 7 months. Then I went to Clear One. Roger Quinney stole me. That was a great job, just as great as the city. He was the facilities manager. Several giant CEO buildings, warehouses, and I was his right hand. I've always been blessed to work hard, learn everything, learn all the jobs that I could cover. Cross training is what they used to call it. But no, it's just I love to learn. I love tools. Wish I'd have seen it a lot sooner. Wouldn't have gotten in nearly as much trouble because I was still causing trouble up till just a couple years ago. The red collar life isn't easy to give up, you know. It's not easy to pass up stealing a case of paint, some tires, you know, pallet jack on the side of the road. And you can't film yourself when you're living that lifestyle. So that explains why I have no footage really. I have a bunch of photos of me fat and doing stuff, but I have no videos really. My sweet Loki. I got no money, but it's because I can't handle money. I got some precious metal saved. I have shitload invested in my tools, my truck, car. Because I make money. Guess where it goes? Right. Who the fuck knows? I know this is working. And I do have money. I do jobs, you know. You go get groceries, go make $200 job. It's like I'm doing a quote right now for some spark plugs. But large amounts of money and just money management I'm not great with. It's a tool I'm learning. I will be great with it. I'm worth more than I ever have been financially. It's a beautiful thing. But I'm homeless technically. I think my rent started today. For an LLC I don't even run no more. The mobile mechanic business, yeah. And not from him. My father-in-law's awesome. He had crazy people in his life. But yeah, I want to pay hundreds of dollars to use the address for my LLC. And it's not him, or it's not. And like if he needed it, it'd be a different story. You know, anything man needs, obviously, we can all see I do. But some people are just crazy. Can't help it. I'll have faith. The good Lord will open their eyes, make his life peaceful. Cause yeah, none of that matters to me. I got my own life, my own empire. That was cool. Scared the shit out of me. My jacket just fell from up there. But have a great day, y'all. Looks like this will be like 5 parts. Enjoy. Yeah, my heart's pumping. Got lots more to go. I'm gonna have to watch it just to see what I touched on. So, how my memory is. Love y'all. Go be great. You can do anything you want. Anything you see. You see a Toyota truck? Build it. Truck don't have enough seats? Add them. Want to build your wife a 65 Mustang? Build it. I might have to build a fender by fender and print it 3D, but make it happen.